So one thing you want to keep in mind when you're using Veto's Interceptor is that you want to put it somewhere where it's hard for them to break. You want to almost think of it as a Sova dart. So obviously when you're retaking and you're doing Sova darts, you're landing it on like the back walls so that anybody flooding in has to legit do a 180 in order to break that dart. You want to kind of think of your interceptor in the same way. You want to put it where not a lot of people will be looking when they're flooding out onto site. For example, if you're holding the A site with Veto, I would put my interceptor somewhere around here, super high, and also behind them as they're running in. So somewhere around here, maybe I'd put it even more to the left here, like that, so that when the enemies are running in and they're getting ready to execute, not a lot of people are going to look up to the right here. So that's kind of how you want to use your interceptor, is you want to put it places where it's hard for the enemy to shoot as they're executing your site. So somewhere like this, as they're executing and throwing their util, you can pop your interceptor and it will just zap everything that's coming in. Same concept over at B. If you're playing Veto, you want to put it somewhere where they're not going to be looking as they're flooding in. For example, right here. So up against this wall as they're flooding in. Obviously, not a lot of people are going to flick, look up, and shoot this. It's the same thing with the Sova dart. If you're Sova darting, you're darting on this back wall. So it's the exact same concept as a Sova retake dart. So with your interceptor here, you can pop it as they're flooding in, and it will zap all the util.